Hello lads. It's another day to game. Today we're back to Jump King. This isn't actually the first time I've streamed Jump King. I streamed it once before, but I had to private the VOD for reasons. But today we are back. So as I've privated the VOD and no one watches me anyway, I haven't played this game very much in the last few months, so I'm very rusty. I was never very good at this game, but I'm even worse now. Let me change the game screen. I'm much worse now. The last time I streamed this game, I was way better. The last time I played this game, but I'm still very rusty. However, I will do the best I can, obviously, because I want to beat this fucking game. pretty scuffed, but this will do. No, it isn't that good. Yeah, it will do. Okay, nice. That's good. I have to do something about it next stream. I'm just really scuffed right now, but I only figure out this stuff through stream, so it's good to stream the most as I can, progress and have new ideas and perfect my craft, which there's a lot of perfecting to do. But you gotta start somewhere, so let's go. Let's go! Yeah, baby! Ah, dude. So many of my favorite streamers are streaming now. I always wonder, like, many times streamers stream at the same time as their favorite streamers or their friends, and they kind of don't have much choice. Many of them live at the same time zone, so kind of have to stream at the same time. But I wonder how they feel. One, because they're losing, they're missing their friends' stream, so they have to watch full VODs if they want to. And two, because they might feel like taking their friends' audience. Three, maybe because I don't know. I don't have a third reason. I thought I had. Maybe I did have one, but it slipped my mind. So I think about that because there are some streamers who are very openly simps of their friends. So I wonder about that. But I mean, you have to get used to it. You each person does their own thing. So yeah, so it kind of sucks. I wanted to watch some streams, but I want to stream more than that. And now I'm here at Jump King, suffering. Not really. I like this game. It doesn't make me suffer. There are some people who like this game, although it makes them suffer. Like not in a what's the word? Not in a fuck. I forgot the word. It's the opposite of sadist, masochist. Yes. It's the not in a. Some people like this game, even though it makes them suffer, but they don't like it in a masochistic way. They like. I'm assuming they, even though the game makes them suffer, I'm assuming they like the game because when you finally go through the suffering and you finally achieve victory, it feels so fucking good. So, well, although there might be some people who enjoy this for masochistic reasons, and that's fine too. I'm just not neither of those. I just find this funny. Really for the feeling of achievement, although I very much like the feeling of achievement. I will not negate some achievements. I want them very much. That's why I play this game. This also, I think this is a very good game to play on a rainy day when you kind of don't have much to do. Although there are many activities you can do on a rainy day when you're at home, like reading, even though I very rarely read. I think I haven't read a proper book in years, only manga and light novels. But yeah, you can read, even in manga and light novels, not just normal books. But you can read, you can watch some shows, you can watch some streams, watch some YouTube videos, but you can also play Jump King on a rainy day by yourself, suffering or not. I feel oddly attracted to rage games, but I'm very rarely rage through them. like I've 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 been very much a noob. This is the first time I'm playing it, but I have been playing Dark Souls recently. I haven't played it on stream yet because I was at home like a month ago. Well, less than a month ago. It feels like a month already, but I was there like 2 weeks ago. But I was home. I, I I live very far from my parents' home, but I was visiting them, and I took my controller there, and I left it there. So I don't have my controller right now. So and I tried to play a bit of Dark Souls on the mouse and keyboard, but it's horrible. It's dog shit. You can do it, but I'm not a masochist, as I've established earlier. So no way in hell I'm doing that. The game is hard enough by itself. So, and I have a lot of stuff like in my parents' home that they're sending to me already. So they just have one more item to send me. So no Dark Souls streams in a while, but I really want to do them. I've been playing Dark Souls 2. It's the first game I've played in the franchise. My first Souls-like games. No, it's my second Souls-like game, but I don't count the first. The first was the original Demon Souls, not the remaster. The original one I was playing with my cousin. We were playing together in his PS3. So what we do is like whenever someone died, we'd exchange the controller, and the other one would try to go through the place. But I only played that for like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, so I don't really count that. And it was so many years ago. I was a kid, pretty much. I was in my early teens, and so I don't really count that. But the first time I've properly played a Souls game was with Dark Souls 2, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Some people are saying that I'm kind of a pussy because I level up way too hard. But I don't know what's leveling up way too much, because I'm in that covenant in which the foes, the enemies, they stop respawning if you kill them at certain times, and I do that because I'm a noob, so that makes it easier. But I always kill them until they stop respawning, and I don't really do that to farm or anything. I just do that to gain more experience with fighting in game, because it's my first Souls game, so I want to gain as much experience as possible. And I didn't know that was like not what you're supposed to do. Although that's subjective. You can do what you want. Sometimes some people like to challenge themselves harder. Some people like to have less levels, less starts, less stats. They don't what's the name? They don't invoke, summon friends to play with them. They don't use the items. They play naked. But it's my first Souls game. I'm just trying to learn to get used to the combat style. I've really been enjoying it. I have been mad at Dark Souls 2 though. When I was fighting the Pursuer, it was I had a very easy time with the first boss, the giant. I can't remember their full name, but it's a giant from the Forest of Giants. It was my first boss, and it was so fucking easy. I killed it in like 3 kills, and maybe I was over leveled, as some people have warned me. But I had a very easy time defeating him. But when I got to the Pursuer, that motherfucker got me a beating. I've realized by watching other people play the game, that other From Software games, that 3 hours is actually not that bad. So but I spent 3 hours to kill the Pursuer. Maybe it was closer to 4, but at least 3 hours. And that day I needed to, the day that I did it, I refused to go to sleep before I beat the pursuer, and I had to go to work the day. So I stayed up until like some people might call that rookie numbers, but I'm not used to doing that. But I stayed up early, stayed up until like two and a half o'clock, 2:30 a.m., 2:30. So I wake up like 7:30. So I had like 5 hours of sleep, which leaves me wrecked. Anytime I sleep like less than 6.5 hours, I'm usually a wreck the other day. Even from yesterday to today, I slept like 6 hours, and I went to the gym this morning, so I'm kind of tired. But I really want to stream, so here I am. Although I'm also playing the game, so I'm kind of more aware right now. But I'm also tired because I only slept 6 hours and I went to the gym. But yeah, today I slept like 5 hours, but I felt like a fucking champion. It felt so good because I actually had a hard time beating the pursuer. So while the giant was anticlimactic, I was very pissed with the pursuer. Very pissed. That I think that's the first time in a long while that I actually felt frustration and anger towards the game. Like, no, I felt frustration towards this game, but not enough to like scream at it. But I felt that with the pursuit, and it felt so good when I beat him. But I also could tell, and that's only added to my frustration. I could tell that beating him was not that hard. His moveset wasn't that complicated. I just was really bad. So sometimes I usually died and I could see shit that it was so obvious what I had to do, but it's too late now. I'm dead. So that there was a lot of that that only added to the frustration. Like shit, I know what I have to do. I'm seeing it. I understand, but I can't react properly. I'm making too many mistakes. Shit. So yeah, I'm getting better at the game. I'm also probably very over leveled, so I think I'll try to avoid upgrading for a while. I think I'll try to avoid using my souls for a little while, so that maybe the game can catch up to me, because I'm probably over leveled to the game. I can't remember which level I'm in. I don't really pay attention to the level. I just look at the stats, and I'm like, sometimes I was like, holy shit, I'm like 30 levels higher than the last time I checked. So yeah, I'm probably over leveled. But yeah, I'm doing the obvious trope of pretending to be being a guts wannabe in Dark Souls. I'm trying my best to use a giant fucking sword. I have a giant sword right now. However, I can use it. I've leveled up enough. I've distributed my stats in such a way that I can actually use the sword, but it's so heavy and so slow, and it barely does any more damage than the previous sword that I was using, which I think it was a bastard sword. No, it's not a bastard sword. I think a bastard sword is shorter. It's kind of a long sword, but it's longer than a long sword. I can't remember what's the sword, but it's a big sword, but nothing compared to the guts type of sword like the Dragon Slayer. So because that's just ridiculous, as the very berserk manga alludes to, like, oh, it's too big to be a big, like it's more like a slab of metal than a sword. So yeah, the Dragon Slayer is ridiculous. But yeah, I use a very big sword. I can't remember which is the name of the sword, but I already use a big sword, and the much bigger sword that I have right now that I can already use, it's too heavy, too slow, and barely does more damage than the other wood, the sword. So I think I might not use it in a long while. Maybe only after I've leveled up a lot and I finally got here. That feels so good. Okay, Bergenberg, that's the name. Okay, yes. So, okay, and I immediately fall back. And I immediately fall back again. Nice. At least I got back there. How long have I been streaming for? Let me see. Last page. I've been streaming for slightly less than an hour, but that's more like 40 minutes since I had like 15 minutes of to open the stream. But yeah, so yeah, 40 minutes and I'm well shit. 40 minutes I got back to the burg. Okay, not bad. I'm feeling good. I wonder if I can go back to the end of the burg because spoiler alert, I've never gotten out of it. I've come close to. I was just before the transition to the following phase, but I've never actually gotten out of it. So I wonder if I can actually if it. Oh, we got saved. That was a lucky fall. I wonder if I can get to the end part of the bug today at least. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can maybe get to the following part, which I don't know its name. But yeah, let's see what I can do. First, I gotta get back there again. Uh, I, uh, I forgot how much power I had to make for that jump. That was an easy jump. It was, now I remember it was a full power jump, but I only powered like 80%. So I fell back a lot. That's not ideal. It was a very easy jump. There were jumps a little more challenging after that, but that particular one was pretty easy. But I couldn't remember how much power I had to apply. I should have waited a little bit. Okay, it's in the past. Let's go back there and hopefully easily get through it. And shit, that's another easy jump which I'm messing up a lot. I'm just remember this right part right here below me. There's an entrance here. I can't remember how I can get into it. I think I'd have to lose like I think I'd have to bounce at the walls from side to side while falling to get into it. But I'm pretty sure that there's a hidden part there. But again, there's nothing much useful in those parts. It's more kind of just a neat thing to see and oh, it exists. Cool. Can just move on. But at least as far as I know, there might be some use to them, but they're pretty much only hidden rooms that you can sometimes accidentally access, but they don't serve much purpose. Sometimes they save you from jumps, which is from falls, which is good, and I put way too much power in that, but somehow I got saved again. Sometimes this happens when you fall, but you get on that pipe, so you barely lose anything. It's really rare to fall there, so it's good that I've made it twice. But I think I'm running out of luck, so I better get more careful. Okay. Back to the end of the drain. Let's see if I can make the jump. I can't. Not right now. I was too much in a hurry. Oh shit. No! God damn, I'm pretty much at the start again. Let's see if I can speedrun this. My god! I kind of knew that I would fall. I knew that I was too much on the edge, but I kinda realize what's happening, but I take some time to react to it. It's kind of frustrating to do that. like, oh, I see it, but I don't do anything. Only after a few times of a second when it's too late. It's weird because I play racing games. I've played racing games for my entire life, and usually you need good reflexes in them. Although I wasn't very good at dodging crashes, so maybe that, yeah, maybe I don't have many. Maybe my reflexes aren't very good. Maybe the racing games didn't help me too much, or maybe I was so bad that the racing games actually helped me, but I'm still shit. Okay, water break. Stay hydrated, boys. Let's go. Ah, posture check. If you're watching this, posture check. You don't want a crooked posture. You don't want to look like a bow. You're not shooting any arrows, my friend. So just be as straight as you can. I mean, your back. If you don't want to be as straight as you can, that's fine. But please maintain your back as straight as you can. I should work on redeems. People have some redeems like posture check, water break, and stuff like that. Not water break, like hydrate, hydro homies moment. Uh, I haven't looked into that now that I remember about it. I should have a look into it. I frequent so many streams and I have done those things so many times, but when it comes to my own stream, I can't remember about it. Good one, Sand. Good one, Acerola. Acerola. Yes, that's my name, Acerola. Not Acerola. Acerola. Acerola? Okay. Okay, so my objective, I want to get back at the bugs today. I don't think I can get at the end of the bugs today. I don't plan on streaming too much. I probably only have 30 minutes, maybe 40 if I'm pushing it, because I have to get up early tomorrow to get back at the gym again. So maybe I only have 30 to 40 minutes. So let's see what I can do until then. Oh, and I just thought about another thing. Last time I streamed, my computer crashed so hard that I had to forcefully turn it off to both make it do something because it froze completely, but also to end the stream. So that's not good. But Jump King is a way lighter game than Cities Skylines, which was the game I was playing last Sunday. So that shouldn't happen again. I don't think my game ever froze or lost frames while playing Jump King. So I will probably be able to end stream today, but I just realized that I don't have an end stream screen. Even this start streams screen, I think it's good enough for a start, because I'm not an artist, I'm not a graphic artist, so I can't really do my own overlays, and at least not with my current knowledge. I could learn it, I could learn to do it, but I'd rather put my my brain power into thinking what to do to make myself better in the stream and commission overlays and stuff, and a visual identity to my stream. But I looked into some pre-made ones, some free ones, some paid ones that my friend, my cousin recommended to look at a certain site, certain website. I can't remember its name. I didn't really vibe too much with any of them. Many of them look like stock stuff, which they are. So maybe that's probably why they look like that. But it didn't interest me that much. It didn't impress me that much. So I decided to just do something with my own hands. So I threw that starting string together in like an hour. Yeah, it took me like an hour. You can see that I'm not very good to do it. But yeah, I just put the Pinless music GIF. I have to I had to make that GIF myself because the only Pinless music GIFs I found were either low quality or had the name Pinless music over them. And I wanted neither of those characteristics. So I downloaded a video of Pinless music without the text Pinless music and made a GIF myself. But then I just literally went into image flip and generated that one meme with the captions "Welcome to the jam zone." And put there, and the hardest I had to work to make that start stream screen was to make the starting syntax, because and that's only because of those ellipses that move. Like at first there's no ellipses, then there's one dot, and there's two dots. So I had to make that myself with JavaScript, which I know how to use. So even that was pretty easy. It's a very basic thing to do. So that's the hardest I had to work for. But I think it's good enough. I'm not overly satisfied with the fonts, but I don't know what the fuck to do regarding to fonts. I'll have to look into that later. But that's really only something I threw together really quickly because I wanted something to start my stream. I didn't just want to go right into the game. And also, let me tell a secret. When the starting screen, my brain always freezes when I'm saying that. But whenever that screen is playing, I'm like, so I stream at night just after having dinner. So I was literally like, I just had dinner, I put the stream on, put some songs for people to listen if they come by while the stream is starting, and I like open the game, open my tabs, properly set up the OBS. Every stream I've done so far, I've put some little new thing on OBS, make it a little less janky. It's still very janky, but it's slowly improving. But yeah, and so I'm making this stuff, and I'm like brushing my teeth. I'm just doing lots of random stuff while and jamming to the songs, because I'm also listening to the songs that I play in the stream. Yeah, I just do a bunch of random shit while the stream is starting. I'm not really sitting here waiting for people to come into the chat, which I don't really have the means to do because I don't have an audience yet. This is like my third stream. Shit, I've said start stream so many times that I'm starting to jumble the words together. But yeah, I've only done a few streams together, so I don't have an audience yet. I only have my friends and family. Not my entire family. Most of my family doesn't know what it is yet. Only my sister does, but she probably told to my parents. But although they knew that I would start to do it soon, so it won't be a surprise to them. But yeah, I don't really have an audience. Only people I know. But this makes me think. I have been thinking about this even before starting streaming. I I watched a I watched the an Asmongold string highlights video in his YouTube channel. It's a bit of an old video, not that old, like a year, maybe 2 years old. But he was telling the story. Among other things, he was telling the story of his first stream, and he said that he made a few bucks on his first stream. How? How did he do it? Like he said that people donated to him, people showed up to the stream, and I wonder if he just showed up and some people started watching him, or if he maybe did some groundwork before, tried to market and announce himself before maybe, or if he just showed up and people flooded in and started watching him. So I wonder about that. I don't know if he has elaborated on that story, but it always makes me scratch my head. And he had to explain to his father, so yeah, I made X amount of bucks in this stream. And he said, wait, how? And he said, oh, like, people donated to me. People donated to you to watch you play video games. Like, yeah, I don't get why either, but yeah, they do. But yeah, I don't know. I sometimes wonder about that. What did he do? I think I'm pretty sure that when he did it, Twitch had many less people making streams, but I also but there were also many less people watching. So how? I really want to know that. It's really tickles my curiosity. Like I'm not doubting him. Asmongold doesn't strike me as a liar, but I just wonder how it happened, how he managed to do it. It could maybe help me a bit. Oh yeah, I saw a video. It's like a year old from Ludwig today. I didn't watch it. I saw it, but I opened the tab to watch later because I never watch the videos I put on watch later. So I open the tab and it reopens whenever I reopen my browser. But yeah, so I saw this Ludwig video, which is very clickbaity as expected from him. But this video was titled like, "Don't start streaming before I watch this video." So okay, YouTube, that's a little late. I've made like 2 or 3 streams already, so that's a bit late to me. But yeah, I want to have a look into that because Ludwig's a dude that really understands how the algorithms work. He really understands how to clickbait and how to do things that like catch people's attention and bring them to his stream. So I could learn a thing or two from that. Like, I don't know. I think one of the biggest streamers in the world could teach me a thing or two about how to be a bit better at streaming. Although I started to watch the Super Eye Patch Wolf's video on influencer courses recently. I watched like the first half an hour of it. I've paused it for a bit, but I will resume it soon. But I was watching and he told like, which is something that I assume is true for most people. Maybe Ludwig knows that, but he probably doesn't. But he said like, okay, so when people ask him for advice on like how to do it, how did you do it, and he's like, I don't have a fucking clue. I just did what felt right, what I started observing that was the right thing to do, improve it naturally and organically. slightly over the years until I got to the point where I'm now, and I don't remember most of it. And also, furthermore, he did it in a certain time of YouTube when things worked in a certain way, but YouTube works different now, and obviously that's the same for Twitch. Like OGs like Soda Popping and stuff, they 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 probably can't offer that much advice to people who are starting. They can offer advice to people who stream today because they also stream today and they are still big today. So they can offer advice on what to do today right now if you have an audience. But if you are starting, I don't think they can give you much advice on what to do because they started a long time ago and things were much more different. So yeah, it's kind of a weird topic. Of course they have like general advice that it's still useful even if the times have changed, but generally they are from a different time. They can't offer much advice on how to start, even if they somehow remember how they did it. It's probably obsolete information. It's a pretty interesting video. I really recommend Super Petrov if you don't know about him somehow. He makes really interesting videos. Most of his videos are about anime and manga, but he he also has videos about more varied about games and other more varied topics. He's pretty good guy. I like his videos. And also, I'm convinced that everything revolves back to trash days. I also watch a lot of trash days, and so many people that I know are tied to them, related to them somehow. Like I didn't know, but Super Petrov is good friend with the guys on Trash Days, and I started watching him separately because his videos started showing up many years ago on my recommendations, and they seemed interesting, and they were interesting because he makes really good videos. But yeah, and the Anime Man also made a video recently where he talks to like 100 influencers. He says, I talk to 100 YouTubers, but it's streamers, YouTubers, and influencers, voice actors, musicians, people that he have connections with. But yeah, he put into getting like 100 people, most of them very high profile people. So it's pretty nuts. Content creators on the internet have actually know a lot of people. They might not collab with them a lot or interact with them that much, at least publicly, but they actually, the bigger ones know a lot of people, which is to be expected, but it's not a surprise, but it's just cool to see, like, laid out in your front. That's actually one of my favorite parts of. I was talking to someone the other day, and I was saying that one of the most interesting parts of content creators that one of the details about big content creators that I found the most interesting about them is the connection that they have, the connections and the network that they have formed with each other. It's really cool, really cool. Sometimes it's so cool to just see the random collabs and they helping each other out stuff that they do. I always really like to see that. My mouth is dry. Water time. Hydrate pledge. Bottoms up. I just forgot that I can put the bottoms up because I don't know what's the name. I think there's a name for this kind of bottle, but I have a bottle here. It's one of those ones that has like a noodle connected to the. What's the name of the thing that closes the lid? It has like a noodle attached to the lid, and it sucks the water. So if there is no water in contact with the noodle, you drink no water. So I forgot about that and put the bottoms up, and I had no water to drink. It's kind of weird. You have to kind of drink your. Actually, I was just about to make an analogy which makes it not weird. You kind of drink your water as if it's milkshake, which is maybe a bit weird for water, but not a weird action, not a weird sight. I always felt like a bit self-conscious. I don't really mind, but I always felt a bit self-conscious about it. Like, I look weird. I wonder, but I guess I don't. It's just like drinking milkshake, so it's probably fine. Anyways, I like my bottle, and I wouldn't exchange it for another one. So regardless if it was weird or not, I'd continue to use it. Shit, I was just there. I was just getting there. Shit, again. I've done it again. God damn it. That's very unpog of me. Dude, yeah, I forgot to comment about that. There is no one watching me right now, but in case someone sees it, my first stream was not my first stream, but my second stream. My first published stream was a mess. My bitrate was so fucking bad. I have a very good internet in my house, but it's like those internet connections that have like the 2.4 gigahertz connection and the 5.0 gigahertz connection. So my computer, I don't know why, both my computer and my mobile phone couldn't connect to the 5.5 gigahertz connection, even though they used to be able to. So I figured out with my housemate, because I live with two, I have 3 roommates, but I figured out with, actually my roommate figured out for me, because he's cracked at finding solutions for any problem. He's fucking cracked. Literally, I spent like an hour and a half cracking my head to figure out why I couldn't connect to the 5.5 gigahertz connection with both my PC and my mobile phone, even though everyone else in the house could. I spent like an hour and a half. I made everything, and he literally, the first search that he made was, the first result of it was the one which resolved the problem. It had something to do with the channels. I don't really understand much about networks, but yeah, it's fixed. So my bitrate last time was a mess because I wasn't got 2.4 gigahertz connection. At a kind of I stream in a kind of far part of the house, a bit far from everything, to avoid noises, because I don't have noise cancellation. I stream in on laptop and I use the default laptop microphone, but I stream from a bit far, so the connection is not as good as it can be, and I was in the slow connection, so pretty bad. So the stream was freezing like hell. I opened it to my second monitor, and I had my cousins watching the stream, and they were telling that the stream had like 5 minutes of delay. It was absolutely ridiculous, and it had like, I don't know, half a frame per second. Like the frame would only change every, I don't know, 5 seconds. It was really bad, but it's fixed now. I was a bit afraid, even though it's fixed. I didn't know if this would work still, because, as I said, the part of the house that I stream on is kind of far away from the router, so I wasn't sure if the internet was gonna be good enough even with the 5G connection, because not 5G, 5 gigahertz connection, because apparently 5 gigahertz connections are, although they are way faster than 2.4 2.4G, uh, they also have way less range. So I was a bit worried that maybe it wasn't gonna work so well, but it's actually been pretty steady from what I can tell. When I was starting stream, in the starting stream screen, there was a bit of bitrate loss. I was losing a few frames, but now I'm seeing the bitrate and it's pretty stable, which is good. I probably won't have any more problems in this front as long as the internet works properly. But in a normal context, I probably won't have any problems. Shit, the jump is so hard. But yeah, it's good. It seems like I won't have any more problems with that, which is good. Sweet. I think I almost made it, but not really. No, no. Oh, okay, this is not so bad. Okay, that jump is a hard one. Like I had played a bit in this part the last time when I last played this game a few months ago, without counting the stream I made last week with this private. But I used to do the jump kind of consistently. Shit. But now I have lost that ability and I've lost so much again. I hate that jump. Ah. Ah. Okay, that was close. That was really close. Yeah, that's a hard jump. You have to get right in the middle. Right in the middle. I'll have to rewatch this stream later. I told myself that I'd rewatch my streams to see how they were actually do the beer, because everything looks fine for me in the stream, but I know that it's different from the viewer. I'm hearing my own voice, I'm hearing the game on my headphones, but I don't really see how the viewer is seeing it. So I've told myself that I really watch the streams and see what I could do better. I haven't done it yet with any of my streams so far, but I think I really watch this one because this is by far the best one from a technical standpoint I've made so far. So I think I rewatched this one. I think this is decent from a technical standpoint. It's still scuffed. It's not very refined, but actually at least it's simple and it works properly. I think this is the first time I've managed to do a stream like this, so I think I rewatched this. This is probably a good stream to start properly building from. I've always built I've built up on every single stream I've made so far, but this probably has probably been the most productive one, which is good. It's the most recent one, and it's the one I've made the most progress on. Nice. That's a W in my books. So yeah, good. Shit! I didn't make that mistake. I was feeling too good with myself. I was feeling too good with my not as scuffed stream. But yeah, I really need a new mic. But I also really need a new PC. I will still have a laptop because I don't plan on staying where I live too much for too much more time. And if I built a proper PC, it would be a pain in the ass to move it around to the next place where I live. So yeah, So I buy another laptop. I buy a tier one. I have some disposable income, so I could buy a top tier one in a few months. So I'll do that. But I really need a mic to. I'll have to. I have to analyze what I'll do first. I will do some streams. I will analyze if I can still depend on this laptop for a little more time, and if so, I will prioritize buying a mic to make myself sound better because it sounds terrible with the default laptop microphone. And then I'll buy a new laptop. But for now, I'll analyze it. Either way, I will have time to save money. I could probably buy a microphone right now, but I don't want to. If I worry that uh, I'll regret the purchase. Maybe think that I'd rather have bought a PC. So I guess I will wait a bit for that. Rest a bit more on the thought, think about it more, and then make a decision. But yeah, there are two milestones for my two personal milestones. I have to buy a new PC, and I desperately need a mic. And I'm not sure if I'm hearing my roommates right now. I hope you can listen. I hope you can hear them. You probably can because there's no voice cancellation again. But yeah, you might be hearing my roommates laughing a bit loud at the background. We are actually old friends with me and my roommates, so we usually do a lot of dumb shit together and laugh and stuff. They're probably doing that by themselves right now. So, but yeah, if so, I apologize. Please bear with them. They're cool guys. Yeah, I think that's one more reason to rewatch this stream. Also, there are some filters on OBS, so I might be able to do something even without a proper mic. I might be able to, I don't know, maybe put more gain in my voice or make it sound a little bit better somehow. I don't know. Because my voice sounds very subdued due to the mic, very, I don't know the word, very, yeah, I don't know the word, very echoey and stuff. Maybe I could do something about that while I have to study a bit about audio and about how to apply filters to the microphone in OBS. But yeah, I will slowly but surely progress and do more stuff to improve my current scuffed setup, one step at a time, and one fall at a time because I keep failing those jumps. And shit, that was an easy jump. Not that easy, but I shouldn't fail that miserably. I overshot it massively. If I overshot it that bad, I might as well have been trying to make a mistake purposely. I was getting used to the soundtrack of the False King skip. Okay, let's go again. It's not very hard to get out of this tree, even though I'm currently struggling. But it's not very hard to get out of here. It's a bit harder after this. I still choke. I still make mistakes. Not ideal at all. Back at the things. can be a little faster with my controller when I do these fast little hops. I don't click so fast on my keyboard, on my spacebar. I can click way faster on my A button of my controller. Yes, I use an Xbox controller. I've always preferred Xbox for the sole reason that it has the Forza games. Because for most of my life I pretty much only played motorsport games, racing games. Aside from mobile games that, yeah, I played them a lot because I was a kid and for the longest time I didn't have a console. And I don't know why, I know I am uncultured. Deeply, I deeply regret this now. But I had a PS2, but I rarely played it after some age. I used to play it every single day. Like I used to play Burnout every single day. But after some time, I simply found out. Like I had my PS2. I I I get my PS2 as a gift in like 2011, 2011, the PS2, 2010, 2011. That was uh, like 3 years before the Xbox One. I was like almost 2 generations behind. When I found out that the Xbox 360 and the PS3 and the Xbox One and the PS4, where I think I was like, holy shit, there's all these things that all those games that are way cooler. And I'm here on this shitty PS2, and I really regret that mentality because the PS2 has some banger games. I miss Burnout. I think it was Burnout Domination or Dominator. The game was so fucking good. I really love it. I should try to play it again. I'll see if it's on Steam. I don't think so, but maybe it is. I know that Burnout Paradise is on Steam. I have it on my Xbox. My Xbox is also at my parents' house. And it will hopefully come to my house soon. I hope so. I hope so. Because among the things that are gonna be sent to me, there's also my guitar amp. And I miss it so much. I miss making noise on my guitar. Because I have my guitar here with me, but it's not the same without the amp. I can barely hear what I'm playing without the amp. Because it's a solid body guitar, it's not a hollow body, it's not a semi-hollow. Ah! Oh, okay, I licked out again. Ah. Oh, and I also I'm forgot it. I'm suddenly remembering. I'm reminding myself of things that I have to do to study how to get better with my streams. And I should read the rules. I haven't read the rules yet. That's something vital to any streamer. You know, the figured terms of service, TOS, non-TOS, the feared, the supreme rules. I have yet to read them. I also haven't read the MCA rules. I have been playing the songs on my start screen, but I'm not sure if I'm doing. I'm not sure if I'm in danger. I need to read the rules as soon as possible and watch those big videos and stuff. Ah no! Don't do that. Don't do that, Acerola. Ace. I guess you can also call me Ace if you want to. That's kind of a it's kind of a big name in the sense that it's kind of, oh, like you call yourself Ace, oh, you're trying to sound like a big deal. So yeah, maybe don't call me Ace. I'm not that big of a deal. I know it's longer. I know it doesn't really roll off the tongue, but please call me Acerola here. Don't call me Ace here. If I do become an Ace, please, yes, if you want to, you call me as Ace, if you want to. Otherwise, just call me Acerola. If while I'm still not an Ace, just call me by my name. If you call me by Acerola VT, I will actually strangle you. Dude, I tried so many names to create this channel. I wanted to name myself just Acerola, but there are already someone named Acerola. And I tried Acerola with like 2 A's, 3 A's. I couldn't do it. I tried Acerola TV. Someone had already taken it, so I picked Acerola VT. I'm a filthy VTuber simp, so if I ever become a VTuber, following my OGs, if I ever become one, at least I already have the name, but I really wanted Acerola TV, at least, as I couldn't have Acerola. I wanted at least Acerola TV, but yep, couldn't make it. Someone already took it. Someone took it from me. It should have been me, not him. Yeah, and I also had to do the same on Twitter. That's why my Twitter handle is Acerola with 3 A's. Acerola VT. I think I also tried to do for the VT on Twitter, but I couldn't do it. So yeah, it's in my Twitch handle, so might as well do it on Twitter as well. Yeah, and I'm nearing my time limit. I guess I'll try to get back to the berg, and I'll stop the stream there. Yep, seems like a good time to stop. Seems like a cool objective. I haven't made as much progress as I would like to in the berg, but at least I got there multiple times during the stream, so that's okay-ish. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. That was so far away. That was a massive mistake. I have no excuse for that. And that was so bad. I can't believe it. Another 10 minutes to go back to the bergs. No, another 15 minutes, not 10. I fucked myself. I fucked myself in the ass. I don't even know the logistics on how to do that. No, actually I do, unfortunately. Don't ever go to r/sounding on Reddit. It doesn't have anything to do with sounding. No, actually, sounding. No, I think sounding is not fucking yourself in the ass. It's something else. It's fucking your own dick, which is worse. Yeah, but there is a subreddit for fucking yourself in the ass. I've encountered it. Some people have linked it on like comments, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" And then I open it, and there it is, guys having their own dicks in their asses. Cool and good. Yeah, you can find some fucked up shit on Reddit. Not that fucked up, just weird. But you can also find actual fucked up shit there. Although the sounding subreddit actually fucked me up when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck? My cock hurts. No, get me out of here. But I didn't leave as quickly because it was so weird, so odd that I was weirdly fascinated. It was horrifying, but also fascinating. So I spent like 30 seconds there, and then I left. scrolled really fast through a lot of posts, and then I left. I'd probably be able to spend more time there. Right now I'm kind of a more jaded guy. Kind of sad, but it's what happens when you spend a few years on the internet, and it's been like, what, 3 years since I first found the sounding subreddit. Why am I talking about sounding? Jeez, what the fuck is wrong with me? But yeah, don't go there if you don't want to see guys ramming things up their dicks, of their urethras. Don't go there if you don't want to see that, and I'm assuming you don't. If you do, okay, you might as well go there, but I don't advise you to. That's a weird way to end the stream. But yeah, I guess you should have that as expected. Sometimes I might just get in some weird topic like that. I spend too much time on the internet, which is not special, everyone does right now, but yeah, there are different sections of the internet, and I sometimes get on some weird ones. Like surface weird, there are the 4chaners that see some really weird shit, and there are people who see people's shit so weird that 4chaners are like babies to me, so there are always like, what's the name? Layers to it. So, but I still see, regardless of how jaded you are, I see a lot of shit which is objectively weird as fuck. So yeah, might not be relatively weird compared to some things, but it's still objectively weird as fuck. The internet is fucking fascinating. How can you blame us for spending so much time on it? Although you also have to remember to touch grass. I know it's a meme, but it's actually important. Do touch the grass. Touching grass is cool. Put yourself up there. I don't put myself up there the most I can, but I at least do that a bit. At least golf once a week. At least once a week. And I mean by properly going out, like visiting somewhere, going to a restaurant, I don't know, hanging out with your mates or your gals, I don't know, properly getting out, properly touching grass. Maybe actually touch grass if you want. And your own grass, especially if it's inside a house with a wall, that doesn't count. You need to get touch. Even the grass, your neighbor's grass, even that is enough. But yeah, it's someone else's grass, or like a public grass. But some grass that's not from your home. Live properly. Don't just do groceries and get back home. Leave and go to a restaurant. Like visit a park, walk around, do some exercise. I don't know. It's important. And good. I was about to say that it will do no bad, it will only do good and not bad for you, but you could also get outside and get shot in the head. But if we started to do everything that had a risk of death, life would be so fucking boring. People keep saying to me like, oh, don't do this, you might get, I don't know, you might get mugged on the street if you go to the street. You might, I don't know, if you ride a bike, your car might crash into you. Like, yeah, I know, but everything has a downside, everything has a risk. And if we stop each other from doing shit just because there are risks, there are downsides, you could put yourself in danger, we will do nothing, absolutely nothing. Obviously, you want to control the risk you subject yourself to, but you have to go through risks. You have to accept them. Okay, almost done. I messed up. That was an easy jump. Why did I do that? That was so fucking easy. I had 2 easy jumps left. I think I don't want to stop streaming. Ah, ah, shit. It was right there, literally right fucking there. I'm choking, mate. I'm not gaming. I'm a shameful gamer. Back to the sewers again. Not sewers, drains. I could. I only use my big finger. I can't remember its name. My thumb? Yes, my thumb. I think it's a thumb. I only use my thumb for to press the spacebar. But maybe I could use 2 fingers, like my middle and index finger to as it when I'm doing those fast short jumps. Maybe I could do that. I'll try to. Okay, I'm getting better at this. That's good. It's really good. Ah, no. God damn it. Where's my shit? Okay, there it is. No, it's not. It's on the wrong side. Okay. My flip-flops just vanished. I found it though. Oof, that was close. Ah, that was too. That was a full power jump. It was an easy one. No, why do I do this to myself? Okay, guys, I will have no sleep for tomorrow, but I will get back to the boys before ending stream. Or I will fuck myself in the ass relentlessly. Wait a minute. I will do the Iron straight. It's time to gym. Where's the gym? Shit, I closed Spotify. I forgot. Oh. Okay, let's do it. Let's see, listen to some jazz. I hope you guys like Chick Corea because I do, and that's what we're listening to. I think I should lower the music. Yeah, I think this is good. Ah yeah, time to jam, let's. A second. Where is it? There it is. No, this is not working. Window capture, where is it? There it is. Why can I do it? I don't get it. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, let's get a black screen going for a while. Just a second, let's. Okay, the stream is now officially scuffed again, and the music is too high. Let's see. Okay, I think this is good. Where is it? Good. No, not this. This. Window capture. Spotify. Okay. Why isn't Spotify showing up? What the hell is wrong? Ah, yeah, I guess no Spotify. I guess no Spotify overlay. That's unfortunately. I want to shout out the music, but just look at. Welcome to the gym zone. And this is how we end today's stream. Let's jam in, jam into to Korea. This legend, may he rest in peace. Ah, that was a that was a good gaming session, and I still can't capture Spotify. Why OBS? Why OBS? Why do you do this to me? Ah, I don't know, man. Anyways, lads, good gaming session. Not good gaming actually, but it's good to do a gaming session. Really nice. This is easily my longest stream so far, and holy shit, I'm way over my original time. Shit, I should be in bed like half an hour ago. Okay, let's good stream. See you all. I'd like to stream Friday, but I touch grass and I usually do it at Friday, so I guess maybe not. But if I don't go back on Friday, I will go back in Saturday or Sunday, maybe both, because I have a lot of free time in both of those 2 days. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks, lads. Thanks for coming.